Oh, getting back to Twitter news again. This was popping off, and another Babylon Bee guy showed how much of a fucking psychopath he was. That's right. Here it is. Matt Walsh is the one that we're using right now because the other psychopath that did they get banned? I'm pretty sure the other psychopath got actually banned from Twitter for straight up saying he wants to like violently this woman in a cave or something. Let me see if I can find the OG tweet. Oh yeah, I think it's gone. Okay, here, we'll just watch this one first. Okay.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I am 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. And I danced and drank my little heart out, and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did.
By the way, this is like extremely... Oh, here it is. Men need to start bonking women on the head and dragging them back to their caves again. Okay? That's what he said. Managing editor of Babylon Bee said this after watching this video.
Did that. And I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in bed for so long. And I was just scrolling on my phone and I saw a picture of shakshuka and I thought, you know what sounds really good? Maybe I'm going to learn how to make shakshuka today because I have no plans and I don't have kids and I don't have a husband and I don't have errands to run. I can go to the grocery
Tailcat, thank you for the 5 gifted.
store and learn how to make shakshuka. So that's on my agenda today. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York. I'm also doing a rewatch of Normal People on Hulu, which is really spicy and I highly recommend. Weirdly, I'm into this documentary on Netflix about blue zone countries. So I've got a pretty stacked day. Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids and I should be further along at 29, almost 30, I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. And I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make, or...
It's like, dude, I know a lot of like, men are trash Andes out here get like sometimes a little too spicy about like kill all men, murder all men or whatever. And it's like silly, whatever. But like men really do see women posting shit like, hey, I'm just living my life and go, we need to fucking beat her up. Like we need to beat her up and like, and just like bring her to the fucking cave. That's what we should do. Like how, I don't understand. Like I don't understand what, like I get why it's like somewhat cringe. Like I get it. You know what I mean? Like when I watch it, I'm like, yeah, to me, it feels like someone, not even like necessarily she has children, but like the fact that she keeps talking about that aspect does unironically give me like Reddit no child energy. What is that subreddit called? Where they like hate people having children. Yeah, like it's just very basic. This is very basic, r/child free energy, right? It's not antinatalism, no. Where it's like, look, I'm gloating, like, oh, my life is so free. I have no children, whatever, okay? It's just a little cringe. But ultimately, to each their own, like, it's wonderful that, she's living her life and she seems happy, I think. I don't know. I feel like if you're having like a great life, I don't think you need to broadcast it in an antagonistic way to like having children instead, because people who are truly living La Vida Loca, or rather living Mas, right, Taco Bell style, are not thinking about what their interlocutors are defending. You know what I mean? You're just like, yeah, my life is fucking sick. Here's why. But having said that, in absolutely 0% of this fucking video that you are watching, should you turn around and be like, I fucking hate her. I think she should be violently and brutally assaulted and know her place in society. A society where I cannot stand women having fun without having children. Sometimes people just want to verbalize out of spite people that those say stuff like that to her. What? It's really important for women to normalize not getting married and not having children until they are ready to do so, even though this is being done in a cringe way. Overall, completely agree with what she's trying to do. I mean, what? I don't think she's like an activist chatter. Like, there's not. She's just on TikTok. She's just posting on TikTok about her life. It's fine, you know. It's a little cringe, but that's it. It's not that. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? The real reason why she's posting it on TikTok isn't because she wants to do activism. It's because she wants to get clout. Everybody posts on TikTok for clout, myself included. Let's be real. As I understand it, she vlogged about going through a breakup recently. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. That makes a little bit more sense, especially because she was talking about how single she is and how much fun she's having being single. No one broadcasts how much fun they're having being single while they're simultaneously having fun being single and aren't like thinking about that as a hang up. Now, does that justify this reaction? Absolutely not. And this is a universal. This is a universal fact for the record, because people that are having fun broadcasting that they're having fun are not going to mention that they're having fun due to their recently found single status. You know what I mean? They just be broadcasting having fun. Now, she's like a lifestyle content creator, influencer, I assume. That's probably what it is. But ultimately, again, just a normal post. In a normal universe, you watch it and you're like, oh, good for her, and move on, okay? You go, good for her, move on. If you're a little bit weird like I am, maybe there's some red flags in there, like her talking about how wonderful being single is, okay? And then you go, oh, good for her, but it does seem like she's maybe going through some stuff, okay? If you are fucking insane, if you're like an insane person, you get mad at her. Like, if this is vitriolic to any degree to you, a woman just living her fucking life, okay? If a person just living their own life and broadcasting it to the world is like triggering and upsetting for you, there's something wrong with your brain. That's it. There's something absolutely insanely wrong with your brain. Her life doesn't revolve around her family and kids, so instead it revolves around TV shows and pop stars. Worst of all, she's too stupid to realize how depressing this is, says Matt Walsh. Okay? It has to be like she's dumb too. She's like not aware of it. Matt Walsh, your life, even though you have children, revolves around trying to murder trans people and broadcasting that hatred every day. Are you fucking insane? That's objectively a worse life. She's just, going to a fucking Beyonce concert and making shakshuka. That is unironically 100 million times better than whatever the fuck Matt Walsh was jerking off to, okay, on a daily fucking basis. What do you mean? Wait, what the fuck? Beyonce and shakshuka seems pretty fire, okay? Watching some TV shows seems pretty great. You, on the other hand, have a family, okay, which is supposed to be like the best thing that you can engage in, right? Like you have the family, you won, right? In your eyes. In the eyes of like the world that you have cultivated for yourself, you won. You're supposed to get your dub, but you can't even appreciate your dub because there's trans people about. Oh my God. There's like trans people about. There's libtards around. So you're constantly fucking engaging in the most psychotic, vitriolic statements. That is before we even try to comprehend what is going on in the mind of your wife, okay? This was her response to Matt Walsh. Let's see.
Hi, my name is Julia and I'm 29 and single. Yesterday, someone named Matt Walsh decided to repost a TikTok video that I posted to his 2.4 million followers on X, formerly known as Twitter. And the way that his followers bullied me in the comments, reached out to me on social media, threatened me, was honestly abhorrent. Some of his followers said that I was going to die alone. I should actually die and never leave my house.
Just normal stuff. Hey, listen. I'm a normal guy on Twitter.com or X.com, whatever, okay? I see a Matt Walsh tweet and I go, time to find this person's address and kill her. Like, what are we doing? What has happened? Time to find this person's other social media profiles and write horrific death threats underneath it. This is a normal thing that I'm going to do. I'm happy with my life.
I should be sexually assaulted. I'm pathetic. I'm a whore. And that I was dead behind my eyes. Honestly, that one kind of made me laugh because I used Kosas concealer and I thought that it was working. No, but really, if you haven't watched the video, I suggest you watch it. It's all about how I, a 29-year-old single female, decided to spend my Saturday watching reality TV, learning how to cook shakshuka, and sleeping in until 10 a.m. And these people were really, really, really riled up.
She's right. She's insane. She's insane. She's not insane. She's absolutely right. It's insane that people reacted this way to a person just living their fucking life, okay? Doesn't matter what their hangups might potentially be. There's no reason to even like engage in any level of psychoanalysis, okay? It's just, she's like, hey, dear diary, I woke up today and I ate delicious food. And people are like, I'm going to kill you. I am going to kill this person. This person deserves death and sexual violence. That, bro, you need to be lobotomized, okay? If that is the way you react, you are not cut out for civilization. You might think that you are, but you're not. You're not. You should go to jail for thought crimes at the very least, okay? Or forcibly medicated. What is happening? What is going on? I'm serious. What the fuck? What is happening? Jesus Christ. It's like all of the worst aspects of like stan culture or the way people behave online in this like incredibly erratic fashion, especially Zoomers, the iPad children, the generation that like only grew up and had their most formative experiences in adolescence during COVID. Like they react this way to shit all the time and they go above and beyond. They go crazy over like weird little things that are happening on Twitter and we make fun of it all the time. You're like a whole ass adult. If you're a Matt Walsh fan, you're most likely like fucking 40 years old, divorced dad. Like, why are you behaving like a 14-year-old who learned about the world through Discord and TikTok and Twitch because they didn't have anything else going on? You know what I mean? Or 12. You think Matt Walsh has 12-year-old fans? Get the fuck out of here. You're out of your mind. Matt Walsh does not have 12-year-old fans, brother. What are you talking about? No, it's only people that say they're sweet baby gang and maybe say goo goo gaga and stuff, but they're not actually babies. It's just so odd to me. Matt Walsh is a fan of 12-year-olds? Yeah, 12-year-olds getting married. But like, I don't know. It's just, we are hurting, okay? We're fucking hurting. There's a lot of pain out there, just living out there, just existing, okay? And it blows my fucking mind. There's no outlet. There's no way to address it. There's nothing we could do about it. Yeah, this is the other thing that I showed. Yeah, men need to start bonking on women on the head and dragging them back to their caves again. Like, how do you look at this? How do you look at this video and go, yeah, dude, I think like, you know what would save this person? Like some yabba dabba do ass sexual assault. You know what I mean? Not even like modern day style. Like we got to go back to fucking cavemen shit. It's crazy. How do you get this fucking riled up over a person posting what they did in their day, like during their day? Like that's insane.
Up about my choices on a Saturday. But here's the thing about social media. While it can be a really crazy place, which I experienced yesterday, it's a place where there's content for everyone. Here's who I'm creating content for. I'm creating content for people who are taking their time creating the lives that they want for themselves. Because it's the life that they want, not something that society has deemed correct. People who are feeling anxious in life because they haven't met their person yet or started a family, aren't rushing or settling to meet someone because some internet troll is telling them that they're going to die alone. And you know what? There's a 40 to 50% divorce rate in the US. And I believe that figuring out who you are first and foremost and meeting your partner at that point is going to decrease that divorce rate. And if
there you go. She's also right. She's also absolutely correct about this as well.
You're lucky enough to have the family and friends and support that I do, none of us are going to die alone. And I believe that we're all going to meet our people, and we're going to do it living life by our own terms. Life's too short to be living life figuring out what Matt Walsh wants us to do, or what some internet troll behind their keyboard is saying. If anyone is wondering, the shakshuka I made was delicious, and I'd love to share the recipe if anyone's interested.
Anyway, she's right. She's absolutely right. Like, God. Babylon B not, says the guy whose life revolves around Twitter X. Yeah, exactly. Even fucking Mark Cuban has got the smoke for these fucking losers, which is good. It's good to see that. I don't understand how you behave like this. I don't understand how you live like this. It's scary. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's August, so you know what it means is Trumpkin season. This is why Kaya is barking. When you realize it's a week from your first 9/11 and your dad is Hassan Piker. Oh my God. That's funny. Men are taught that love is a part of life, but not all of it, and you can be successful in more than one way. Women are taught that life is finding love, and being successful in other areas makes you less lovable. Bro, the funniest thing is, if you have here, you know what's ironic about this is that if you personally get disinvested in some random lady on TikTok being like, I'm living my life, what's up? Like, not even in a contentious manner towards at least like the Matt Walshes of the world, right? Maybe to her ex-boyfriend, but no one else really, okay? If you are a Matt Walsh fan, or if you are Matt Walsh, or if you're the fucking Babylon Bee guy, and that like shakes you to your very core, then you're not actually living out the happy life that you are representing, okay? Or you are trying to claim you can attain with a marriage and children. And many of those motherfuckers that are like, you deserve to be raped or whatever the fuck in her comments, they themselves are fucking childless dweebs, dude. Or usually divorced dads whose children are fucking embarrassed by them. You know what I mean? It's so incredibly fucking stupid. Just be normal. Live your goddamn life. Like all these like base Groyper nationalist type accounts that are like, yeah, she would be in the fuck pile in my concubine in the future that I desire, are tweeting that kind of shit. Okay? They're tweeting that kind of shit from their parents' base.